What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Late Night Live with me, myself, and Mr. Sam McCabe alongside me. Apologies that we weren't live yesterday. It was due to a million reasons. But the main thing is that we're here right now, and we've got plenty to discuss. So, Baleba Romano update and Ben Jacobs, we will definitely get into the finer details of that. How close actually is that deal? Jadon Sancho to Roma. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. Praise anyone of the higher-ups. If that deal does get done, because my God, we need a sale like that. Rasmus Hojlund to AC Milan, same thing. AC Milan or Fulham, and a Laurie Whitwell update as well with some really good fine detail that we'll kind of get into as well. So Sam is alongside me. I'm rushing through everything. Sam, do you want to calm me down a little bit?
Yeah, you catch your breath, mate, and we'll break into it. So Ben Jacobs was on United Stand, I believe, and dropped a load of updates on Carlos Baleba. Like the most important one I'll start with is club to club talks have begun between United and Brighton for Carlos Baleba. So previously I think it was just United speak to his agent and his reps, but now they are speaking to the club. Brighton CEO Paul Barber will be the key person involved in the deal and has had some contact with United. Even if Baleba pushes at his hand, that won't change Brighton's perspective. The price for the midfielder will still be inflated. United don't have a price and Brighton have a number internally. If you get within the ballpark of the number, they will sell, but you're bidding blind. So basically, United don't know what number they're trying to hit, and Brighton have a number that in mind. And if you get near it, then they're willing to sell. But if not, then they just say no. And then Romano just recently, let me find the tweet. He put it up really recently. Manchester United are continuing contacts on a daily basis with Carlos Baleba's agents and also with Brighton. That was about 11 minutes ago. So, yeah, that's where we're at with Carlos Baleba. So, club-to-club contacts have begun, Nick.
Yeah, that's interesting in itself. It feels like it's more promising, maybe, perhaps, if they're actually speaking to the club rather than just a player. In which case, I don't know what price they're going to put out, and I want to discuss kind of what would be a realistic price. If they sold Moises Caicedo for 115 million, are they going to want the same money as that, or are they going to want a little bit less than that? Because I don't think I'd pay 115. In fact, I know I wouldn't pay 115.
No.
I would pay more 90 to 100, I think is the realistic one. Even then, it's still it's a lot of money in it to spend on a midfielder. What do you think's a realistic price tag that the max we should go up to?
Well, Caicedo had a couple of seasons at Brighton, didn't he? Is it 2 seasons? Maybe 3? I can't remember.
He had a couple.
Whereas Baleba's had 1 season.
Yeah.
So I think that should affect the price as well. Like he's only had 1 season in the Premier League. As good as he is, he's had 1 season. So I think also that should be taken into consideration. Yeah. I think around the 100 mark is probably where we're going to land. I think maybe United could do a deal with 80 plus 15 in add-ons or something. Maybe that's
what would those add-ons be though? Would they be achievable, like really easy achievable add-ons?
Yeah, so say qualify for Champions League, make a certain amount of appearances, wins a trophy, those kind of stuff. Which that's what United want to do anyway. Like we want to be in the Champions League, we want to win trophies. He wants to play for us. So they're all add-ons that we want to happen. So if we do end up paying those add-ons on, then it's good for us and it's good for Brighton. So I think it's win-win in that situation. I think when you try and make all these different sort of stupid add-ons, like was it the Ballon d'Or clause in Martial's contract and stuff? Yeah. Stuff like that where it's just unrealistic, I think. Yeah, I reckon around 100, but if we could do a deal for like 95, I think that's a doable deal. I think we'd be all right. If they're thinking 115, United will probably walk away from that. I don't see them paying that.
Now, obviously, a lot of us have watched him before and seen what type of player he is, and we're all excited by him. But even saying the figures out loud, 90 to 100 million pound, you're almost like, what would that get you a few years ago? 90 to 100 million pound in the Premier League.
About 3 players.
Man City bought Kevin De Bruyne for 50 million quid.
Yeah.
And he was like, not established, but he was like one of the best German players, one of the best players in the German league at the time at Wolfsburg.
Go back, what now? Almost 20 years. Rio Ferdinand was a British transfer record, 30 million.
Yeah.
Wayne Rooney was 30 million, who's a similar age to Carlos Baleba. He's 18, 19, I think Baleba's 20. that's 30 million, and people are like, wow, that's a lot of money for a teenager. That's a lot of money for a young kid. But prices is just inflated now, isn't it? I think the Neymar, the Coutinho deals have just completely fucked the market. Like they have just caused the market to go there. Like Enzo Fernandez went for 100 million, didn't he? Like from thingies thing. Darwin Núñez, it's 80 odd million. Like Anthony, 89 million. Amari Hutchinson's just gone to Ipswich for 37 million.
Yeah.
Amari Hutchinson, 37 million. Like prices are just inflated. Like you've got to sort of readjust the scale almost. Like it's a weird scale now. Like 100 million is a lot of money, but in football terms, it's kind of the expected price now, isn't it? It's just like that seems to be the price now.
But when you factor in, he's had 61 appearances in the Premier League. Not even 2 seasons worth of games in the Premier League, and they're asking for 100 mil. Now that's the fine line which I struggle with, because it's like you pay for potential, which I absolutely understand, but then it's like that's such a huge risk if you bring him in now. Like the price, we've seen it with loads of players that we've brought in, and I know the recruitment is different now, and I know it's not the same, and I believe he is like a super talented kid whenever I've watched him. But that's not a guarantee in life that this can't go wrong.
There's
and when
no
you
guarantees.
invest that much money in a midfield, oh god, that's a big.
You have to trust the recruitment, I suppose, that they know what they're looking at. And so far, I trust them pretty well. Like, I think we probably overpaid for Lenny Otto. Let's all be honest. Like, he had 1 year left on his deal, and we paid close to 60 million for him.
But turned out that...
But he's a fantastic player. So, in the end, the risk is mitigated. I think their recruitment's been really good. We have got some bargains in there. Mazraoui, great bargain. Aiden Heaven, bargain. Like, so they're not. It's not like they're splashing the cash constantly and just buying massive players. So I think we've done good recruitment so far. Obviously, Cunha was a release clause. We didn't bend to Brentford's will. It took forever, but we didn't bend because they were fucking about the goalposts and changing things and moving about and all that sort of stuff. We didn't bend to it, and we got there. And then Benjamin Sesko, we just did it within 2 days. Like, we got our deal sewn up and done. So I think we're able to do it, and I don't think we'll overpay for him. Like, this is not Woodward. This is not...
What's overpaying, though?
I think over 100 is overpaying. I think that's overpaying.
I don't think Brighton accepts anything less than 100.
That's the game, innit? That's the game.
I was just looking at how much Real Madrid bought Jude Bellingham for, and it was £88 million, which could rise up to, I think it's 114 with add-ons.
Is that a release clause?
No, I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so, no.
Okay.
So I'm expecting if you're going to go and invest £100 million in the midfield, that's got to be like life-changing.
Oh, yeah, it's got to be a sure thing. It has to be a sure thing.
It has to be.
Yeah. Yeah,
to spend that quality of money. Like,
that'll be a mark. If they don't get this right, that'll be a mark on Ineos's record forever. Like Anthony
as well. Don't forget the kid's 21, Sam.
100%. But like Anthony, how much has Anthony tarred that whole Eric Ten Hag, John Murta, Richard Arnold thing, and Hojlund as well? That's just tarred their entire regime. They might have even done good stuff, but those 2 transfers have just completely fucked them because they're just so terrible. So this could be Ineos if they get it wrong. This could be Ineos's mark where they go, you completely fucked us for the next 3 years because you spent 100 million on a player who didn't work.
Yeah, it's interesting. What's everyone else saying? Welcome to Late Night Live, by the way. Appreciate everyone joining us. Please do leave a like on the video for us and subscribe to the channel. Jonathan in the chat saying, hope you're both good, guys. Very good, but been very busy, but I don't want to speak for Sam.
Yeah. Busy day. Moving shit out of the basement, which is always fun when it's hot as fuck.
Yeah. Mark Palmer, do we not need a goalkeeper more than a midfielder? I'll throw that question to you, Sam.
We definitely need a goalkeeper, but I'd say we need midfielder more.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
Yeah, I would probably agree with that. I think with Newcastle rejecting 110 million for Isaac, I think we may be surprised they got 100 mil for Casado. Thoughts on Barca being upset with us signing Sesko? Yeah, did you see that, Sam, about Lewandowski's replacement?
Yeah, but like, where are they getting the money from? Barca don't have any cash.
The weddings that they've got booked in advance for 25 years.
What lever are they pulling to get that deal? Like, what lever are they pulling? Like, I don't like, they can't register players. Like, I don't understand how they do that deal. Like, it just don't make sense to me. But look, he was available all summer. Arsenal knew it. We knew it. Like, you could have bid for him, but you didn't. So like, what do you want? Like, what do you want to do?
Let's be honest as well. Like, no one would turn down Barcelona, but
No.
I'm saying the Premier League now is so appetizing for players. Like, a lot of players have egos, and they look at this challenge now going at United. They think, mate, I'll be that striker to take United to the next level. And it's still Man United at the end of the day, so it's still a huge opportunity and challenge. Johnny Hill saying Baleba is levels above any midfielder we can buy. If we don't buy now, another club gets him in the summer. The only way I don't see Baleba working is if we keep Bruno past next season, to be honest. I said it openly. I don't think Baleba and Bruno Fernandes works together. Shreya seems to think it does. What's your take on that, Sam?
I think it will be the pairing this
it will
season.
Be. I think it will be. But
I think in the future, I think I said it on a show previously. I think this is Bruno's last season. Yeah. I think he goes next year. I think that new look midfield is going to be Kobbie Mainoo and Carlos Baleba. That's going to be midfield. After that's the future. So I think he's gone next season. I think the reason he didn't go to Saudi is because they've spoke to him saying, look, we can't replace your leadership and all this different stuff that you had to see him. Stay for one more year. We're going to build this team up, get all these players in, help settle them in, and then you can go cash your payday in at Saudi. Because I'm sure they'll be back next year. I'm sure of it, because Bruno just produces every season. Like, he always shows up. So I think he goes next season, personally.
Do you know what? I was mentioning something before, and you know, sometimes when you say something and you kind of just like stumble on a point, and I genuinely didn't mean to, but it came out like, I thought, oh yeah, actually, that's quite a good point. I said, if we're going to buy a midfielder now, let's say Bruno Fernandes isn't at Manchester United and he's at another club. If we're going to go invest, say, £80 million in a player for that specific role in the middle of the park, would you go and buy Bruno Fernandes?
For the 8?
For the 8?
No.
You wouldn't, would you?
He's a 10. He's a 10.
Yeah, you wouldn't go
role.
and buy him, but he's playing that role because he's the captain and because obviously he's contributed significantly.
And also because he offers more in that role than any of the other players we have, despite the fact that he's not a number 8. Because he can't play it. Casemiro don't have the legs to play it anymore. Kobbie, we've yet to see that from him. Yeah. He had an injury hit season last season, so we shall see if he can do that this season. But yeah, he's the only one who can fit. Like, Mason Mount's not got the strength or anything like that to play that role. So he's the only guy who can do it, realistically.
I'm talking like what Baleba's really good at as well. And H and Umair on the overlap. I don't know if you've seen the video.
I watched
really
it
good
today.
Video on Baleba. And they talk about the way he can turn with the ball and carry it and drive through the midfield, and how we can defend wide channels and press really high up. And he's just all around. He is really, really good. So I understand why United would almost break the bank, especially if Amarin pushing for him so much. Like, it's clear that Amarin's desperate for him. So, yeah, if we spend the money, I'll be happy. But at the same time, I'm like, there is a huge thing in the back of my head saying, please, just
of course, we've been burned. We've been burned before. We've been burned so many times. It's happened. Also, he's left-footed, which is something like we spoke to Carl Anker about it. He's so interesting in like the fact that left-footed midfielder is such a valuable player in terms of like passing angles and passing lanes and that kind of stuff. It leads to so much more ease of transition and ease going forward. And he is a left footer. And I think they mentioned it on the overlap breakdown. Like, you see it, he'll like receive the ball with his left foot and then he takes a touch to his right and then he's gone, goes forward, like bombs forward.
Minute,
Whereas if it's the right foot, he has to take the touch, he has to get it into his feet, and then by the time he's getting pressed on, whereas he can just go bang and he's off. So I think that's really interesting as well. That'd be interesting to see, because we haven't got a left-footed midfielder.
100%. Right, what are we saying? The third man in this late night live. Again, really appreciate everyone joining in the chat and putting their opinions in. T2 saying, evening lads, late to the show, but I thought it was funny that British transfer record Roy Keane, who moved to United at 22, thought Baleba was too much. I kind of take his point though, like a little bit. It is, the market is fucking daft at the minute. You have to call a spade a spade. It is stupid, but that's what people are paying. That's the price.
That's the price. Like, it's just price. Like the housing market. Like, me and my girlfriend bought a house. The housing market is mad. But that's the price. If you want to, that's the price. Like, that's the price you have to pay.
Even like a 2-bedroom home in Manchester, you're talking like 1,200 quid a month. Like, it's fucking crazy.
Like, there's houses around here. Like, literally, like ours didn't cost this much, but there's a house round the corner on the next street, and we looked it up on the Zoopla thing. £455,000. The 3-bed house. Like, it's ridiculous.
Who has that money? No one
that's
has
what I'm
that
saying.
money.
But that's what the housing costs because it's not going to go down. Like that's what it costs.
Let's not get into weekly shops spending on fucking electric. It could be beer all day, honestly.
Butter locked in security boxes that costing £9.
Getting Lurpak on Klarna, that's where we're at a minute, ladies and gentlemen. Sell Bruno next season. Mainu Baleba midfield duo works, at least in my head. It's always nice in the head, and then you get on the pitch and it doesn't work. If we're happy to pay, I'll trust this time. I feel Carlos Baleba is the midfielder that's obvious, very much like Robbo and Keno in different generations. That's from Jonathan. Johnny saying, seems the fan base for most parties universally agree that the next year duo is Baleba and Mainu. Sorry, it's so nice to see. Niche fan saying liked, appreciate that. And Adam Partridge saying, big up lads, you okay? I'm looking forward to the new Premier League season, which starts tomorrow, by the way. Kicks off tomorrow. Liverpool versus Bournemouth. And then obviously you've got Man United versus Arsenal, which we still need to do a preview for, don't we?
Tomorrow,
yeah, we'll get that out tomorrow. Sorry,
you need to do your fantasy team as well. You've not done it yet.
Yeah,
join our league.
It's a list of things that I need to do for over the weekend, but I will get that sorted. Appreciate the likes, people. Right, should we talk about outgoings then, Sam? I've got a couple bits here, so I don't know if you want to go through bits or you want me to go through bits. It's up to you.
Yeah, you go for it. If you've got the bits, go for it.
So I've got the Jadon Sancho story here at the minute. So obviously throughout the day, it's kind of been bubbling up a little bit about Sancho. You've heard rumours of Dortmund and Juventus and all these kind of things, but the concrete one was coming out from Romano about Jadon Sancho that they've bid £20, Jesus Christ.
20 quid, fucking hell.
20 quid, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised at this rate if they're taking that for Sancho.
Now, like 20 quid.
20 million pound, I believe they're willing to offer. But is it the players' side that they needed to close on that as well? I believe.
Ornstein has confirmed it as well, saying Roma have made a bid of 20 million as well. So it's been backed up by the big dog. So
and Alfredo Padula's just put as well, Roma expects to close Jadon Sancho's transfer in the next few hours. Yeah. That's the most recent update on that situation. Yeah. So, I mean, if you're looking for positive news, Sam, on a Thursday night, Jadon Sancho to Roma looks pretty promising, doesn't it?
It is a bit confusing, though, because I've seen 20 million and then I've seen there's a loan and an option to buy, but he's in the last year of his deal. So how the fuck does that work? Do we activate? Because we've got a +1, haven't we? So are we going to activate the +1?
That sounds like fuckery for me, for Roma. I think Roma are looking at this deal and they're going to go, we can take him for a year. We then do what Chelsea done to United, where it was like, well, we'll just pay a couple million. Then he goes on a free. And because he's already played for Roma and he's enjoying it here and he's comfortable, maybe then we can look at signing him on a free. Maybe. I don't know.
If we activate the 1, then that's not possible, is it?
Do we just get... Like we can activate it.
And
that's it.
Yeah. We could just make it. We could just activate.
But then, what if they don't bid for him if we activate it?
Well, that's the problem. If we activate it and then they go, nah, we don't want him.
Yeah, actually,
then you're stuck with him for another year. So it's not like everybody got really happy, but it's not that simple. Like it's really not that simple, this deal, which is stupid.
Just take your fucking compensation fees at this point. Send him to another club next year, and then you round it off about 15 mil there. Do you know what I mean? Just fucking do something, because this kid needs to go, man. I'm sick of talking about him. If he's close to Roma, they're going to play 20 million quid. Make sure it's an obligation, and if it's going to be an obligation, make sure it's in fucking small print and in the contract. Right, you cannot send this kid back. Like, it's not like a DPD where you return your service. Keep him. We don't want him back.
Make the penalty fee the transfer fee. Like, so the penalty fee, if you don't want him, is 15 million. It's 15 million if you don't want him.
I've a clause that if he reaches 5 appearances for your club, then you have to pay the full amount. That's the kind of thing I'm talking
I was reading it and people getting happy, which is understandable. But it's not as simple because, as always with Jadon Sancho, there's some fuckery afoot. So it's irritatingly not that simple. I would love if they just went, here's 20 million, and we went, there's the player, and it's fucking done.
It'd be great, wouldn't it?
But it just doesn't seem like that's going to happen, unfortunately. So
my instant thought, as soon as I heard it, I was like, I saw it like come up on a tweet whilst I was out, and I saw Roma willing to pay 20 million straight away. As soon as I thought that, I thought, yeah, that's fine. But is he asking for a severance package again, or how much wage? What wages are Roma offering in reality? Like they can't match his wage that he's asking for. So is Sancho out? Just based off the previous clubs that he's negotiated with, Chelsea, which actually he was all right for, and they offered him like 100 odd grand, and he still turned that down. Is he going to take a wage cut now for Roma? I'm not so
Probably
sure on
not.
that deal.
I doubt it. I think he's probably going to end up us paying off some of his wage or his contract.
I think so.
It?
4 or 5 million. I think
probably going to end up something like that. As much as I hate it and as much as I don't like that, at this point, it's like just fucking pay, just get rid of him. Just do it and get rid of him.
Get rid of that, because he is a skid mark on the ball, and he really is. That one he just can't fucking scrub off with a toilet scrub, and he's just staying there for the life of him. Well, please get rid of him.
Alfredo Padula has also come out. Roma are planning to finalise Sancho coming out, as you just touched on. For Sancho, a loan is impossible. It will be permanent. So possibly good news there. Possibly good news, but we'll see.
We've had kind of bundled up good news in terms of outgo. A lot of movement on outgoings today, which is like really good. I'm happy. We had Rasmus Hojlund as well, who is now apparently open to the AC Milan move after the club held talks with his representatives. AC Milan expect to accelerate talks with Man United over a loan with option to buy. I think someone else from the Daily Mail, was it, who reported about Fulham being linked with him, or Mail Online?
Yeah, Nathan Salt and Simon Jones from the Daily Mail, both of them said Fulham are interested in taking Rasmus Hojlund.
So but it seems like Milan at the minute, would you say, probably more concrete?
Yeah,
by the looks of things.
It seems like a loan with an option to buy with all these wages covered, doesn't it? That's what it seems like.
And if
it's going to be
the loan fee, then will be knocked off this price. So they want 40.
6 million. Is it 6 million?
So they'll end up paying 34 or something for Rasmus, which is again, that's another one I'll absolutely take. And I think we both expect him to do well in Italy, right?
Yeah, because he did all right at Atalanta. Like, he was rated, wasn't he? At Atalanta, he was talented and stuff like that. Obviously, that's why we ended up going for him. But yeah, it's a slower league. I don't think he'll have to do as much pressing and as much work as he does in the Premier League. So I think he'll do well, and hopefully he does, because that means they buy him and we get some money for him. Yeah. Again, that's another chapter we can sort of just go, cool, we bought him, it didn't work, but he's having a good career. Like, the amount of players we have sent from our club to go to Italy and they've had top careers is ridiculous at this point.
It's proven, isn't it, really? Like we say, Pren proven, Italian proven. Any United player that fucks off, whether it's Darmian, Ericsson obviously did well, but that was kind of before.
Ashley Young,
Alexis Sanchez, Ashley Young, Chris Smalling,
all of them. Scott McTominay.
Lukaku, McTominay, the list is fucking endless. It really is. So, if Rasmus gets to move to Milan, which I'm guessing they're getting him because that striker's gone to Newcastle. Is that right?
Is he a striker? Thor,
yeah, I thought he was a striker, wasn't he?
Is he a striker?
Am I getting that wrong? I don't know. Let me just double check.
But yeah, Inter was supposed to be in for it, wasn't it? But then they signed a young striker. And then who else?
Oh, my bad. He's not. He's the opposite to a fucking striker.
Centre back.
He's a centre back. Yeah. Where am I getting a striker from?
I'm not. Do
they need a striker then, Milan?
They must do. If they're looking at him, they must need a striker.
Let's have a look at the squad, because they had Olivier Giroud's gone to Lille or something, I think, in France.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who starts up top for him. I know Leao was kind of playing in the two, but
he's not really a striker though, is he?
No, but I mean, like, they sometimes play a 4-4-2 and he plays on the left side striker. I have no idea. Is that Lazetic? Who the fuck is that?
Well, clearly they need one, because we can't think of a
if we can't
striker who plays for Milan.
Chukwueze, Morata. Oh, Jesus Christ, is Morata still there? Fucking hell.
Morata's gone to somewhere. Where's he gone?
Cosmo, is it?
Is that where he's gone?
Cosmo? I can't remember.
Como. Yeah, he's gone to Como. That's where he's gone.
Oh, yeah, I don't recognise any of their forwards, so clearly they need a number 9. And with Rasmus going there, I suspect he'd probably do well, wouldn't it? Yeah. So,
and if you've got a choice between Fulham and AC Milan,
it's Milan. What I mean? Even though Milan are like 8th or 9th.
But living in Milan, fantastic city, the history and all that, like, come on.
Yeah. Also, with Alejandro Garnacho, Fabrizio Romano's come out and says talks for Garnacho to Chelsea continue in the background as the two clubs are in contact. Garnacho maintains his position, only Chelsea in personal terms, 100% agreed. He's waiting for the green light. And I think Chelsea believe as well that they can get him for a lower price. And I think United are going to end up selling at a lower price at this rate, because it doesn't seem like any other club is as interested as Chelsea, and also he wants to stay in the Premier League, and he only wants Chelsea. Yeah. Which makes it really hard to kind of bargain on this deal. So what's the end fee going to be on this, do we think?
Well, I was just looking. Adam Joseph, who we follow on Twitter, a good lad. Amari Hutchinson, 37.5 million. They've just bought from Ipswich, Brentford, I think. Jamie Gittins, 48.5. Madueke 48.5, Anthony Elanga 52, Mohamed Kudus 55. Brentford have just bought Dango Atado from Bournemouth for 42.5.
Yeah.
So it has to be 45 plus, doesn't it?
By the way, what are Bournemouth doing?
I don't know.
You think about Bournemouth and Brentford, they're in the same ballpark, right?
Yeah,
They're both overachieving for the clubs that they are. They've both done well.
And
they've both
at risk of relegation because they've lost all their best players.
That's what I'm saying. So now with Bournemouth, you're also going, Howson's gone, Kirkes has gone, Zabani has gone. Now letting Ouattara go as well.
Areza Balaga's gone to Arsenal.
Fucking hell, what are you doing? They're going to drop right down the table there.
Yeah.
Can guarantee it.
I reckon a big club sacks one of their managers and comes in for Iriola before the end of the season.
I think so. Yeah, I think you might be right. You might be right.
And then Bournemouth will just into the ground.
Yeah.
But so all those players are 45 plus. So Garnacho's got to be 45 plus, hasn't it? Has to be.
Yeah.
You cannot sell him for less than that because if you do,
it'd be add-ons, won't it? I'd imagine.
Yeah, like it can't be less than that. So I would be saying 50 plus add-ons. That's what I would be saying. But he's probably going to go for 45 plus add-ons, most likely.
In which case, when you start to add those up, Rasmus's wages being covered plus the loan fee, you're probably talking about 10 million there.
Yeah.
Jadon Sancho going for 20, that's 30. Garnacho goes for 40, just call it. That's 70 million.
Sancho's wages off the books, though.
That's 15 million, I think.
That's
roughly.
It's a big
So
money,
you're getting close to the £100 million mark there, and Anthony still hasn't gone yet.
And we've got the Coca-Cola sponsorship. There was the finance tech one, I can't remember the name of as well. And then there's one more, apparently. There's one more coming. So we're making the money out. We're making the money up for sure.
We're doing it. Should we finish with this Laurie Whitwell update, Sam? You said there was a couple of details that you'd put out.
I thought it was really interesting. I read the article myself. But shout out to Laurie Whitwell. I think one of the best journalists out there on the planet, especially with all the athletic crew, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
There we go.
The Avengers of the journalistic world.
Exactly, absolutely. So the first bit was the CBO, which Chief Business Officer, I think that's what it stands for. Mark Armstrong told employees that Manchester United announced 3 new sponsorships, including Coca-Cola and then the finance thing. They've agreed over the past 5 months on deals worth over 70 million. So there's 3 deals worth 70 million pounds there. I don't know what the time period is. Like if it's 3 years, 5 years, I don't know what the time period is, but
I was going to say, what's the actual deals involved? Like with the Coca-Cola one, for example, is that just like you just market it, like advertise it?
Yeah, like there are official carbonated beverage.
That's what I mean. That's mad, isn't it? To get like a deal like that. What are they going to be at Carrington? Like people drinking fucking cans of.
I imagine that. I imagine it'd be at like press conferences and stuff. Cans of. Ronaldo would move shit out of the way and stuff. Like I imagine.
I did like the way they did the kind of cross brand where obviously both one of the most recognizable red brands in the world. And
it makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah, works hand in hand in that sense.
Benjamin Sesko got a mention during the staff meeting. Jason Wilcox, United's director of football, said Benji, he's got a nickname already, has shown tremendous desire to join Manchester United. And for the Newcastle fans who are watching, this is a very important sentence. Claimed he has rejected further offers of a higher salary from Newcastle United to join Manchester United.
Yeah, can you
there
tell
you go.
The Geordies that, please? Because they seem to be under the illusion we've offered more money and adamant, even though Tier 1 journalists, the best journalists on the planet, by the way, are reporting they offered more of a salary and offered more in a transfer fee, and he still turned him down. But everyone's got, of course he did. Do you actually believe that, mate? I'm seeing this on podcasts. I'm like,
do you know that? What's the idiot from the 4 guys at the table who's a new cat? He's
Lewis Bowden.
Yeah. He was going, well, I haven't seen it in the journalist I follow. I'm like, who the fuck? You're not following Ozzy, Whitwell? Like, you're not following any, like, idiot.
He's following fucking burner accounts from Wales. That's what he's following.
Who's that guy who works for the Telegraph who's a pissed off Geordie? Yeah, that's who he follows, isn't it? Just follows him.
Just got notifications on him.
Benjamin Sesko also played his first game for United in a closed-door match on Sunday, featuring the under-21s on a training pitch in Carrington. So he's got some minutes in his legs, which is good news.
I heard I don't know how true it is, Sam, and I don't know if you're going to get onto this. I heard he scored 12 goals in that game.
What?
Yeah. In the behind the closed doors game. Saw a report. Now, for the life of me, I can't remember where I read it, and it might be utter bollocks. I saw it on Twitter, and some journalists reported it. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. But I heard he scored a lot of goals. So
I've no idea, but
might be wrong.
I'll take it. Omar Brada also addressed United staff announcing 3 core values to work for: badge, bravery, spirit, and everybody got a water bottle with the motto on. People gave feedback, majority constructive, some critical of the regime. I'm going to pull up some of the quotes from it because they're fucking hilarious. And then, the Manchester United multi-year agreement was soaking the UK headquartered fintech company as the club's official global business payment solutions partner. That's a fucking mouthful, isn't it? Jesus Christ. That was the thing. And then there's another one here. I just wanted to find it. Staff were given metal water bottles, badge, bravery, spirit on. Take a reminder. The audience was instructed to scan a QR code on their phones. This took them to a simple question: what do you need to deliver these 3 principles? And people put their stuff in anonymously. Most of the things are really good. People were expecting like resentful things. One reply: stop being cheapskates. That was one reply.
Oh, wow.
We have little trust in leadership was another. Complaints were made about senior managers having no influence over budget control and autonomy. Calls were also made for this return of the staff restaurant at Old Trafford, which was removed by Ineos. So, there was some constructive criticism, and there was also some clearly pissed off staff, understandably.
The way I look at that is when you go into like a scenario like Ineos have, you are never ever going to please everyone.
Nah. People are going to be pissed off. Yeah,
people are going to be annoyed. You could be the politest, kindest person ever and do everything, and there'll be one person he's a bit of a twat, stuck up twat, don't like him. You will always get that. I bet one of them, the anonymous, like you could put like a thing in a box and just say like, "Oh, these are my."
Well, that's what it was, but basically digital. That's what it was.
So I bet Luke Shaw's putting something about the tomato sauce sachets or something. I remember that getting about fuming.
Fucking hilarious. And then, there was a bit about Bruno that I wanted to mention as well. Amram took up the theme, having players only want to be at United, praising Bruno Fernandes for rejecting the financial allure of Al Hilal. Fernandes could have earned much more money in Saudi Arabia, Amram told staff, but he chose to stay and deserves respect and love for that as United's captain. So, that was there's much more in the article that I won't read out because it's Laurie's thing. So please go read it and check it out for yourself because it's well worth reading. But, that's some of the sort of interesting bits that I sort of pulled out of it and thought they're really sort of interesting. But Laurie Whitwell absolutely smashing it yet again. So
the devil is in the detail, as they always say. I'm cautiously optimistic, I think, going into this weekend. Mainly, I know it's Arsenal and I know the team's a lot better. But from kind of Ineos' standpoint, Amrin's standpoint, they've done a decent amount, I think, on the build up into this game now, up into this weekend. I think everything they've done so far, I'd say I'm happy with. Are you happy with? Yeah,
transfer window's good. I think if the Baleba deal gets over the line, I think it's a fantastic window.
Do you think we have to get that done in order for it to be a really good window? Because there would still be concerns, wouldn't there?
I think it's a decent window without him, but I think that is a key piece of the puzzle. Obviously, a goalkeeper would be nice as well, but apparently the Donnarumma deal's not happening.
Yeah, it's going to City.
I think that's key because I've said it from the beginning. The midfielder is non-negotiable. I know a lot of people talk about forward line and it did need addressing. I agree, but I think and shifting the players out, I think that's another thing. If we can get Sancho gone, Hojlund gone, Anthony gone, that's a good window, I would say. Like if you got rid of those players, obviously Rashford's gone on loan to Barca, but you've got his wages off the books.
Yeah.
So I think that would be a really good sign as well because we've struggled to get rid of these players. Like we've fucking struggled. So I think that would be another good sign as well.
Yeah, I think that was the main thing for me, seeing how they deal with outgoings. I always expected like a couple of players to come in because they do it every year anyway, regardless. They'll always spend like 60, 70 million on a player. They just do. Shifting the players, which seems like they're going to get the majority of them out. I think Anthony maybe towards the end of the window will end up going on loan because it just feels like that. I just don't see him going anywhere. There's no noise on him. We haven't heard anything for a long, long time, whereas the others has been kind of ruffling the feathers or what have you. So, listen, it's not the end of the world. If you have to loan 2 of them and you can sell 2 or 3, then it is what it is. If you've got to do that, that's fine. But this weekend, very, very excited. We'll have the preview for that game tomorrow. It's Friday tomorrow, isn't it? Why am I thinking it's Friday today? Yeah. Sweet. We'll have the preview for the Arsenal game tomorrow. Sorry, the days are ahead of me there. So keep an eye out for that.
The Chivy Derby, as we call
The
it.
Chivy Derby, yeah. We'll try to get a few lads on that if we can for the game on Sunday. And also, if I can, very quickly, just plug. I did a podcast with BBC Manchester today. It was live, but I think it's on Total Sport, so it's available on their website, BBC. So if you want to check that out, if you want to give it a listen, something to listen to while you're in the bath or going to sleep or whatever, then yeah, please do give it a listen and let me know your thoughts and feelings on that as well. Anything else I'm missing, Sam? Anything coming up on the horizon?
No, follow all the socials for the latest transfer updates. It's probably going to get even busier than it has already because we're in the last 2 weeks now. Last 2 weeks of the window.
Yeah, does it end on the second?
Second, I think.
So yeah, last 2 weeks.
Roughly. So last 2 weeks of the window. So it's just going to get crazy, I imagine, as we get closer and closer to that deadline. Deals could be done at any minute. So follow X/Twitter for the minute to the minute second updates, and then follow the Instagram for full details and stuff like that. Check out Nick on the TikTok, who's got the clips, funny videos, and then his rantings against Geordie fans, which always are funny and piss them off, which I'm always about. I love a bit of saltiness in the comments. It's always funny. Follow all those. Merch is coming. It's on the way. Me and Nick are working on it. So it's in the work. So
Sam's being nice. Sam's working on it mainly, the majority of it. But
we're putting our heads together and we're doing it. So that's on its way. So please do keep your eye out. Because the links will be dropped, and because a lot of people have been asking about it, so please do keep your eye out.
We shall see. Exciting times, and the channel's only getting started, and we're very, very close to 25,000. We're on 24,069 subscribers, so nearly done a quarter of 100k, which is insane. So appreciate the continued support. Enjoy the rest of your day, whatever it is you're doing, and we'll be back tomorrow with a preview, some transfer news, and then the game over the weekend and stuff. So take it easy, everyone.